Okay, audio rolling, camera rolling.
Slate.
Hey guys, this is Andres.
And I'm Skylar.
And if you're watching this, you probably know who we are. You're probably a friend of ours.
Mm-hmm.
And you're probably thinking, what is this podcast?
What's going
on? Basically, me and Sky have been wanting to make a little podcast for a while, just for fun.
Because we have good conversations.
We have good conversations. Sometimes we're like...
At least to me.
At least
to us.
To us. At least to us. And we're like, this could be a podcast episode,
Yeah.
this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Sky had these mics from
Five Below.
It's nothing fancy. You see me with my Apple Wire headphones. We're recording on GarageBand. Like, this is DIY.
Mm-hmm.
But we just wanted to do it for fun. And
Yeah.
I feel like, I would listen to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Anyways, today we're going to talk about our top 5 songs that came out in 2023 that we loved, and our top 3 albums. And we can have some honorable mentions in there as well.
Yeah. Just because if you know us, you know that we love music. And
so true.
It's December 3rd today.
Mm-hmm. I don't know when you guys are going to be hearing this.
I don't know when you guys are going to hear
out.
this or when this even is going to come out, but you know that we love music. So what better way to make a first episode
So true.
than to wrap the year up in music?
Yes.
We don't have a podcast name even. So if you have a name suggestion for us,
Let us know.
let us know.
Yeah.
And any other episode ideas.
Yeah.
All right, let's dig in.
Okay. Who's going to go first?
Do you want to go first?
I think you should go first.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so this list was pretty hard for me to make. We're starting with songs,
so true.
right?
Yeah. Songs.
Okay. My number 5 song, I literally came up with this today.
Your list today?
No, just the number 5.
Don't look at my list.
The video kind of inspired me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The mashup, though, we just watched a 2023 mashup before we watched this, and it solidified.
It did solidify some things for me too, I think.
My number 5 is Deku He by Karol G featuring Shakira.
Yes.
TQG.
Yes.
It's just such a good song. It's been Karol G's year,
Mm-hmm.
and one of Shakira's years, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, she's back.
I was going to say her comeback year.
It's been her comeback year.
Totally.
Especially amidst all the scandal,
Mm-hmm.
which me and Isa Bruna briefed Skylar about in
Yes,
Italy.
I was educated on a lot of music, Hispanic music, and Shakira.
We even showed
Yeah.
you the video.
I love that video.
Yeah, I love the video. It's such a moment. It's also like 2 Colombian female singers coming together.
Yes.
Like, it's a moment. It's a
Okay,
moment for the year,
yes.
and a moment in Latin music history, I would say. And I have nothing else
To say.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TQG.
TQG, Deku He.
Okay. I'm not comfortable speaking Spanish yet on the air.
Yeah,
I'm still learning.
she's an undercover.
Yes. Okay. My number 5 song, don't look at my list. I was going back and forth between 2, but I think I'm going to go with this for number 5. And I think it's going to have to be Lacy
Really?
by Olivia Rodrigo.
Whoa.
Because when that song came out, first of all, I really like how it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, I felt like there's not many songs that talk about what Lacy talks about. But when I heard it, I was like, oh, I understand exactly what she's saying. But, like, no one's, like, really singing about that.
Yeah.
And I thought it was beautiful. Beautiful song.
Beautiful song.
Yeah.
That's it. What do you think about do you think it could be about Sabrina, or it...
The only reason why I think it could be about Sabrina is because she says Bardot reincarnate.
Mm-hmm.
And that looks more like Sabrina than Gracie Abrams, who it was also speculated to be about. But I could see how it's Gracie as well.
It could be a mix.
Yeah, it could just be, like, in general.
And she broke that in a college course.
Did you see the picture that someone, like, took on Snapchat of her
I think
in
so.
their class, and she's just, like, sitting there?
Like, little did y'all know she was probably writing Lacy in that class.
Lacy, yeah. I wonder if they even fans like that.
Also, it's funny because Lacy is like a really big thing in the every time I get like an F1 edit
Yeah.
on my For You page, there's
It's
always
that
edits.
song?
It's always, there's a lot of edits to Lacey about like one driver
Oh,
that
who,
is
like,
having
didn't win?
a bad season compared to another
Oh.
driver that they're friends with that's having a big season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that song could be applied in so many different ways. I think
Yeah.
it's cool.
My number four
Number 4?
is an Olivia Rodrigo song.
Okay.
It's All American Bitch.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, wow, that's your number 4.
I lied. I lied. I just made
Okay,
a
so
switch.
your number 4.
My number 4 is actually Feather by Sabrina Carpenter.
Nice.
I'm gonna preface this by saying, and I'm gonna hold on to this for the rest of my life.
Okay.
That I saw Feather along with Ava, Sophia, Ree, and Brooke
Yeah.
at the Hard Rock Stadium, Hard Rock Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
The night it was coming out, so nobody knew it,
No one was singing.
and it was just a random song. Like obviously we knew that the deluxe was coming out, and she was like, "Oh, this is a new song."
Mhm.
It's just, I think it was like right after Read Your Mind. Like it wasn't big. Like nobody knew it. It's just crazy. Like I have a video of it that like nobody's singing.
It's silent.
It's silent
Yeah.
because nobody knows the song.
And now it's like
And now it's
probably one of her
huge.
biggest
I
or
think
most
it's-
well-known songs.
Yeah,
I think it's getting really close to beating Nonsense in terms of popularity.
I think it is, and I think it's a little crazy. It's also crazy. It's just like when we talk about Sabrina, we're talking to two.
Let's just I was actually planning on saying this.
Okay.
So let's just dive into this. Andres is right. When we talk about Sabrina, like, you guys have to understand that it means something so much deeper to me, Andres, Jolan, Bree, Alexis, Sophia.
Yeah.
Like people, I've never had an artist that I've followed from the start, except for Sabrina, honestly. Or have
Yeah.
like really followed for so long, like been to multiple tours.
I've never been to a I think Sabrina's like the artist that I've seen the most in concert.
Yeah. So here's how it went. So when we were freshmen in high school, so like
15,
14 or 15, we were watching Girl Meets World. Okay, yes. Okay, yes.
Okay, sue us.
Okay, like we were watching Disney Channel in
Okay,
high school.
we were
Like,
watching that Farkle episode. We
like,
were watching that.
Yes. You guys know.
You guys know,
You guys just
okay.
know what we're talking about. Anyways, I just remember being like, seeing people that were older than me going to all these concerts, and I thought that was so cool, and I wanted to be like that. And I saw that Sabrina was coming in concert at like a tiny theater near our house for $20. And so I rallied the troops, the Girl Meets World fans, and said we should go to her concert. And my mom dropped us off at the concert, and we saw the Evolution tour. And
Wasn't it the last show of the tour and we got cake?
yes, it was the last show of the tour. We snuck up to the front. Angry
Oh my
moms.
god, we did.
We're Matt Breeze in the photo.
Bree is in a photo with Sabrina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you look up Sabrina Carpenter, well, maybe not anymore, but for a while when you looked up Sabrina Carpenter on Google Images, that picture would pop up with Bree's face.
Yeah, it was like, we can put it here
If you're watching online.
if you're watching online. And then like fast forward, we went to
The Detour.
Detour.
Jingle Ball.
We went to Jingle Ball, met Sabrina.
Met Sabrina, guys.
Like we've met Sabrina.
We've met Sabrina. Yeah.
And then went to
And like we had to when the world hated her, we had to defend her.
So True.
That was a hard time for us.
That was a hard
Carpenters. Like I'm so sorry, like
Sorry, can we take a break?
when Driver's License came out and Sabrina was only known as that blonde girl, like those were dark days, and we had to stand by our girl, and now everybody loves her.
Now everybody loves her.
Everybody.
Like, where were y'all? I know way too
Yes.
many people here right now that I didn't know last year.
Okay. No, exactly. Like me and Brie even had a fan account. We didn't tell you guys.
I think we knew though. Remember we were
Obviously,
like,
yeah.
I remember we were like, who is this that keeps requesting us and following us? And you guys would like comment on our pictures, and we were like, who is this? And I think
And
you guys
we
tried
were
to,
like, oh my gosh, this is so weird.
yeah.
Yeah, we had a
We had an inkling though, me and Jalon.
me and Brie made a Sabrina fan account. It's still up. But that's beside the point. But anyways, like we have been Sabrina fans.
Sabrina fans. So it's like also it's crazy because this song is like also a moment I feel like in the year, but it's also a moment for Sabrina
So true.
because like if you think about like Emails I Can't Send as an album, Nonsense was not a single.
No.
I remember when we listened to like Nonsense was like one of my favorites. And I remember on the tour Nonsense was like in the middle of the show.
Right.
And she did her outros back then. But then when I went to the second leg of the tour, it was like second to last song.
Oh, okay.
Like it changed.
Yeah.
And then Feather was not pushed as like a single. And I think maybe
No.
someone like popularized it on TikTok. The sped up version.
Yes.
It's always a sped up version. But
So
now
true.
it's like
In the dances.
Yeah, her two biggest
Songs.
Sabrina's Year.
Okay, my number 4 song. Guys, this song is a little crazy of me.
What? I don't even know what this is gonna be. I don't.
Just kidding. It's not that crazy. I mean, it's a little crazy because the entire song is about taking your clothes off.
Oh.
And that song is Take It Off by Fisher.
Take it off. I considered that one.
Oh, you didn't put it on there?
No.
Oh. Guys, I love that song so much. Like the like when the beat rises and like drops, but then like rises again. Like it's just like I don't think anything's gonna beat that in a song ever again for me. Like when it comes to beat drops.
It's an experience.
That song's an experience, and also it also like signifies our time studying abroad. And I really associate it with Issa and Lauren a lot.
Yeah.
And like we just had that song on repeat. We were traveling a ton. We were dancing in the little dorm rooms. It was just so fun. And then we got to hear it live at EDC.
At EDC.
With the fireworks going off. It was amazing. Like it was just so fun. That song is so much fun to me.
That song, if you ever need to like run fast on a run, listen to that song. That song is always like I try to make that my last song.
Oh, smart.
So that it's like, you know, everybody gonna get. I just do my last sprint.
It's just like, like I levitate every time.
Yeah.
And shout out to Fisher because I kind of discovered him this year in my life, and I really like his music. Nice. Number 3.
Okay, my number 3 is All American Bitch by Olivia Rodrigo. Sabrina. That song is just so good. I'm sorry, it's good. Like
it's crazy.
It's crazy, and like to preface, like when Bad Idea Right came out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. Like I want to rock out. Like I want more of this from.
You entered your rock era.
I entered my rock era.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that Olivia Rodrigo, that's probably like any real Megan's probably like ugh.
Yeah.
But no, I remember being like I want more of this from Olivia, and then that was the first song on the album. That's what I got. And it was my I think it was my number 3.
Yeah, it was. Which is crazy because... On Andres' Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, my Spotify Wrapped.
His number 3.
Because we kind of realized that song came out in September, and the listening stops in October, right?
October 31st is the day that they stop, like, recording your data, basically.
Yeah.
Like, they just start putting together your Wrapped. So... the amount of times you've listened to it in all of October and like half of September was enough for it to be the number 3 spot.
Which is just, I'm not surprised because for that month, I think the first song that I always listened to in the car was All American Bitch. I would play it, like I would run to it. It's also a really good running song.
It's also really fun to scream in the car.
It's really fun to scream, and it's also like, the lyrics are just like, I don't know, just so...
Do you have a favorite?
Favorite lyric that she says?
Yeah.
What's yours?
I think my favorite is... I have 2. I'm as light as a feather, as fresh as the air.
Yeah.
Or, I am built like a mother in a total machine.
You mentioned that before.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like Got Class and Integrity, just like a goddamn Kennedy.
Yeah.
And just the ending when she says, "I'm grateful all the time."
Mm-hmm.
It's just so sarcastic, I feel.
All the TikToks with it too, like with the edits.
Yeah.
I love watching those.
It's like that. Those are my daily affirmations. Like,
Yeah.
I have to be grateful. I have to scream inside to deal with it. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
What?
I feel like that song is like she's saying this is how I'm expected to always be.
Yes. Yeah.
But you don't have to.
I know.
I'm
just
I'm like, you do not need to scream inside to deal with it.
You can let it out.
No, it's like, oh wait.
No, yeah. It's just, yeah. It's
Good
perfect.
song.
It's a great song.
That's an honorable
Can't wait to hear it
mention
live.
for me. Yes, me too. Okay, my number 3 song is a repeat that you've already said.
Oh,
and that
okay.
song is Feather by Sabrina Carpenter. And I feel like we've said everything that needs to be said about it. Good song. It's fun to dance to. I have to support Sabrina all the time. So she's in my top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2.
My number 2 is Big Man Little Dignity by Paramore. From their new album that came out this year. It's called This Is Why. I don't even know how I got into that album because I've never been like obviously we all know like some Paramore songs.
Right.
But I've never really been into them. Like, I think I saw somebody post on Twitter that they were listening to that album and posting their favorite songs. And I was like, oh, let me give this a listen.
Yeah. And you liked it.
I listened and I liked it. And I feel like this is their first album in a while or something. I don't know. I don't know.
I have no idea.
But that song is just so good.
When did you discover it? Sorry to cut you off.
I think the album came out in like March.
Oh.
Let me see.
So you've been listening.
I've been listening to it. Like, I've been listening to it because I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. Oh, it came out in February. Wow, that's crazy.
Wow. Okay.
I would always listen to that song on my walks from my apartment to class in Italy.
Okay, yeah. So it's just like when I was in Italy,
Oh, did you guys know? I just always did, and my favorite line is like, in the bridge it says, "I've memorized all your lines. I can't look away. You're like a movie that I love to hate."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would also
Good.
always listen to it because it was like, somebody was like, "What song are you listening to?" Oh,
You did not. You thought they were gonna go up to you in Italy.
No.
Oh. You just mean in general?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, you want me to do my number 2 song?
Yes.
Okay, my number 2 song I think is gonna shock people because it's not my number 1 song. But this song is like, I love this song. My number 2 song is Rush.
Really?
By Troye Sivan.
Wow. Okay.
You're shocked it's not number 1.
Yes.
It was my number 1 on Spotify Wrapped. But there's a song that's a little more important to me that I'm putting at number 1. But Rush, you guys, when I heard that song, it put me in a chokehold.
Yeah.
And it has not let me go. Like, I'm obsessed with that song. Apparently, I listened to it 81 times this year. I also heard that Spotify doesn't count your minutes or your listens when you're offline. So I know it would be at like 200 because I kid you not, you guys.
Story time.
When we were studying abroad, yes, story time, and we had like a hour and a half plane ride.
Mm-hmm.
From.
I think it was Barcelona.
No.
Oh, I think it was back from Puglia.
Yeah.
Because
Bari.
Bari.
Puglia.
Yeah.
It's all I listened to the entire flight, like in the airport, boarding, sitting down, falling, like listening. I just listened to it on repeat, and the whole trip we listened to it on repeat. And then when I came back to college, I had it on repeat.
Mm-hmm. And we put our friends on.
Yeah, and I'm just obsessed with that song. Like, sorry, I have no thoughts about it except that I'm obsessed, and I think that's all I need to say. Like, I just go crazy for that song.
Mm-hmm.
What's your number 2? Or no, this is your number 1.
Yeah. Should
Okay.
we say our honorable mentions before we get to
Sure.
another
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
My honorable mentions of the year are OMG by New Jeans.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Um, Handstand by Miley Cyrus. It's so
Mhm.
random from her new album. I'm obsessed with it. And Bright Red by Ryan Beatty, and You First by Paramore on that same album as Big Man Little Dignity.
How many honorable mentions did you just have?
I did 4, but you can do as many as you want.
Okay.
Maybe I'll think of another one. I'll take it off as an honorable mention for me.
Sorry. Okay, number 1 on my honorable mentions is Ungodly Hour by Chloe X Halle.
Okay.
Thank you for putting me onto that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I listened to that song the other day and I was like, I don't even really know why I like it so much. I think it's just, like, in my head I have this, like, dance that goes with it that I like to perform.
Oh, okay.
When I sing it.
didn't know
Number
that.
2 is Waterfall by Disclosure featuring Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Because that song, I mean, we had that song, like, on repeat the first half of the year.
Yeah, we did.
And it reminds me a lot of the spring break cruise we all went on.
True.
My number 3 honorable mention.
Wait, sorry.
It's okay.
The camera fell. Keep going. Just keep talking.
Okay. My number 3 honorable mention, as we are getting the camera adjusted, is a song that Andres also put me on. And that song is called On Track by Tame Impala. And that song is really, really good. I love the lyrics. I love how it sounds. I don't know. I just love what it says. That song is so... It's an experience as well. Not in the same way as Take It Off is, but it's good. Number 5, I'm going with Take Over Control Dutch Edit by Afrojack featuring Eva Simmons, I believe is how you say her name. I don't know if that's right or wrong. Guys, I loved that song when I was like 12. It resurfaced in my life. Everyone became obsessed with it. It was so much fun to sing and dance to. And then we heard it live at EDC.
We did.
Which was so fun. And then I'm going to finish off my honorable mentions with a song by Bruno Major. It's called Columbo. And me and Aaron got to see Bruno Major live and hear that song live. And I really like that song. It's really peaceful. It's really nice.
The frame is not exactly how it was before, but
That's okay.
good.
Yeah. You want to hear my number 1 song?
Should I go first or you go first? You want to go first?
Wait, you didn't do yours.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just noticed.
My number 1 song was Rush by Troye
Troye
Sivan.
Sivan.
I feel a little rush. Is just, it's crazy. It's a crazy, dirty,
Sweaty.
song. Like,
So true.
I remember before it came out, Troy like posted like a snippet of it
Yeah.
on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, when is this gonna come out? When is this come out? And then it did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched along with the video, and I watched the video. I remember the video came out when we were in Bari.
Yes.
I remember watching the video in the room by myself because I was like, oh, like no one's gonna like get it.
Little did Andres know.
Little did I know. I didn't even know how. Oh, I think we were just playing music, and I was like, oh.
No,
let me-
I remember. I actually vividly remember.
Oh.
Because we were getting ready to go to the beach town
Uh-huh.
at night. And we were getting ready, and you played the song. And I was like, have I heard this before? I think I've heard this before. And you're like, no, this just came out. Like, I just already felt a connection with it. I'm just
Wow.
kidding. But you were like, this just came out, like, Troye Sivan. We didn't stop playing it after that. And then wherever we went the next day, you and I watched, well, you had already seen the video, but
Oh my
I was
gosh.
like, oh, I want to watch
yeah.
it. And we watched it on the train.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good. I think the video is like probably one of my favorites of the year.
Yeah.
It's
It's crazy.
a new moment for Troye Sivan as an artist because
So true.
we've talked about this, and I think we'll talk more about Troy.
I think so too.
Okay. So maybe we'll save that for a little bit later. But it's so good.
That song, the production on that song
The production on that song
is so good.
is insane. And it's
And the dance.
the dance,
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Yeah.
The extended version, the remix.
Yes, the extended version. I love the.
Also, I'm so surprised that that wasn't my number one because that's also a really good running song. If you need to
Yeah.
run fast, I start
Mhm.
my runs with Rush.
Yeah.
I have.
I had Rush and then Rush extended version on my Spotify Wrapped. Rush was my number one song this year on Spotify Wrapped.
It wasn't for me, but it's okay.
You
it was,
still love it.
Was it in there?
I don't think it was your top 5.
No, it wasn't. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
it's okay.
Maybe your top 10.
I think it was like number 6 or 7.
Yeah. Okay, guys, my number one song is a sweet song, and it's called The Glue Song featuring Clara.
Clara.
Okay, I don't want the people to flame me if I said it wrong.
By Biba Doobie.
By Biba Doobie.
Biba Doobie.
I really like that song, guys. It really reminds me of Aaron. If you don't know who Aaron is, then you're under a rock. But anyways,
Then turn this off. You don't deserve to be here.
it's my boyfriend, and I just love that song. It really reminds me of, you know, like how I feel about him and dating him and stuff like that. And there's a line that says, "You've been hiding in plain sight and appeared." And that one just really resonates because I've been dating Aaron for almost 5 years, but we've known each other since we were like 11, 12.
11, 12. 6th grade. 11, 12.
6th grade. So that's like 10 years of my life that he was just kind of like a side character and then suddenly became like the main character of my life. And now we're just stuck with the glue. I don't know. I love that song.
Yeah.
It resonates.
I love that song too.
Yeah. I really thought that was going to be my number one song this year.
Was it in your top 5?
My number 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was between Rush and that, so.
Did
I
you know
really
there's a
love that song.
version where it's like little kids singing in the background?
Yes. I
So
hear that
cute.
one on TikTok when they do like the moon phase test.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love
Okay,
that
well,
song.
those are songs.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go into our top 3 albums.
Yeah. Do you have any honorable mentions for albums?
Should we start with honorable mentions?
I have 2.
Okay. I do. I do have honorable mentions.
Okay.
My first one is This Is Why by Paramore.
Is your honorable mention?
Is my honorable mention. That album was just so good. Like Hayley Williams, I love you. I do.
She's listening.
She's listening. Did you know there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard by Lana Del Rey?
Yes. I was just about to tell you.
Guys,
Sorry, Dua Lipa
breaking
just
news.
texted
Dua
us.
Lipa just texted us.
Oh, to be in the... What lyrics did you get?
Everything you say is sounding so sweet, but do you practice everything you preach?
Oh.
What did you get?
I come and I go. Tell me all the ways you need me. Oh my gosh.
Can we record both together?
Yes. Yes.
And then we'll be in it twice.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
Well, we
not
just-
y'all.
We'll have a higher chance.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yay. Guys, another thing to note, very
Big
big.
things coming.
Well, very big Dua Lipa fan.
Oh, yeah.
Fans.
Fans, yeah.
Yeah. Especially me. Especially me.
What are you talking about?
Okay, we both love her, but I really love her.
I will have the people know that I've been listening to Dua Lipa since New Rules came out.
Okay.
And
Get in line.
okay, but I watched New Rules when I watched like the video the day it came out.
Me too.
Okay.
Brushing the hair in the line.
And did you watch? Do you know like her first album?
yes.
Okay.
With Genesis.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah.
I was
Be
actually
the
thinking
One.
about that the other day. That I was like, oh, I was thinking about Genesis. I was
Yeah.
like, I wonder if Sky knows this song.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We're equal.
I can't believe you would even like say that we weren't.
Well, no, I didn't. Okay.
Just kidding.
We're being raw and real.
Sorry.
Oh, my damn honorable mentions. Did you know there's a tunnel on Ocean Boulevard? That was like a contender for one of my top 3, but then I realized that I like the back half of that album more than I do the first half, and I know more of the songs in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Get Up, the New Jeans EP.
Yes. Sorry, honorable mention song Attention by New Jeans for me. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah. And then the Karol G album.
Yeah.
Mientras me curo del corazón. Something like that, I think. No, Mañana será bonito. Yes.
Also, I can't believe one of your honorable mentions for songs was not Thinking of You.
Because I didn't know that we were doing old songs too.
Yeah, for honorable mentions, like Ungodly Hour didn't come out this year.
Okay, true.
But
Okay, so
it doesn't have to be.
yeah. Cause when okay, I'm not singing. This is not.
We have to cut out the singing. Okay, my honorable mentions, I only have 2 for albums. It's Emails I Can't Send Forward.
Oh.
And Barbie the album.
Sorry. Honorable mention, Things I Wish You Said, for a song
Ooh.
from Emails I Can't Send Forward. I was obsessed. That's one of my favorite Sabrina songs.
Yeah. Okay.
Barbie the album is good.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
I'm putting that on there because I like Dance the Night. I really almost had as my number 5 song in my top 5 songs when we were showing them earlier. Just because like the beginning of that song, like those notes in the beginning, like every time that comes on, I'm like, I'm up, like I'm here. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know all the songs on the Barbie album. That's why it's not in my top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, but what's your number 3 album?
You want me to start with albums? Or you want to start with albums?
I can, since you started with songs. Okay, my number 3 album is Guts by Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes.
I really do like that album. I always thought it was good. I think I was comparing it to Sour a lot in the beginning, which maybe wasn't right to do because they are a bit different. I like that there's more upbeat songs on that album. I really like Ballad of a Homeschool Girl, All American.
I said it a bunch, so
I know.
you don't have to.
And The Grudge, Making the Bed. I've been singing Making the Bed in my head so much recently. Yeah. Pretty Isn't Pretty. All of them. I mean, all of them are really good.
All of them are really good.
And I feel like a good little diary of a 20-something-year-old
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. My number 3 is Calco by Ryan Beatty.
Oh, yeah, you have been liking him.
Which is my artist discovery of the year,
okay.
I would say. I always knew who he was, but like I knew the name, I just never knew any of his songs.
Right.
And to give a little history, he went into like the music industry when he was like, I think like 14 or 15, in that era of like Cody Simpson and Austin Mahone, when it was like,
really?
Who's gonna be the next Justin Bieber, you know? And because there's literally a video of him singing probably at Radio Disney.
Really?
Like singing with Cody Simpson.
Okay.
A cover. I have to show it to you. And then he's not in Brockhampton, but he's like Brockhampton associated. He sings the chorus on Sugar.
Oh.
He sings the part where it's like spending all my nights alone.
Okay.
So technically him and Dua Lipa have sang together.
Yeah. Cool.
I just think he's great. I don't know how I really discovered him. I think I saw a TikTok of him singing live. And I was like, oh, this song sounds good. Like, let me listen to it. And then I listened to the whole album. And it's just so good. It's like a slower album. And all the songs are just so good. Every time I listen to it, like I listen to it in full. And then I would just, like, be obsessed with a new song every week. My favorite songs on there are Bright Red, Andromeda, and Cinnamon Bread. But they're all so good. He's really good. And apparently that was like his first album in like 5 years.
Wow.
So I'm a little scared that if I get into him, then
there's no more.
But it's really good.
Yeah. My number 2 album is Never Enough by Daniel Caesar.
Oh, I forgot that came out this year.
That album is really, really good. I really like Daniel Caesar a lot.
I didn't really get into that album as you did this year, but...
And I feel like I still could get into it more. But like Cool and Superpowers.
I love Cool.
I love Cool. So does Aaron. Aaron really likes Cool. And Toronto 2014. It's really good.
No, but I also... Is Homosexual?
And Ochos Rios. Yes.
Love Homosexual.
And I got to see Daniel Caesar in concert this year. Like, last minute got a ticket and was able to hop in line with some friends. And I don't think I've ever been that close to an artist before. Like, I could see his eyes. Like, look straight into his eyes. That was really cool. I really, really, really like Daniel Caesar a lot. And the album just sounds so good. Like, all the songs are just cool and a vibe. And I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
Your number 2?
My number 2, I wrestled with this one a bit.
Whether or not it should be 1?
Whether or not it should be number 2, because I had my number 1 and I had my number 3. I just didn't have a number 2, which is very random.
Yeah.
It's because it was either going to be this or did you know there was a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? But
Gotcha.
I went with the one that I
No.
know the most of.
Yeah, and like the most.
Yeah. Yes. And it's Something to Give Each Other by Troye Sivan. Is that one of yours?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. Okay. It's so good. I remember anticipating it, like both of us, like we were like,
Yeah, really excited
Post-Rush.
for it to come out.
then Got Me Started came out.
Yes.
Then the album came out, One of Your Girls video.
Yes.
It's so good. I wish it was longer.
Me too.
But apart from Rush and like Got Me Started, I really love Silly and I love Honey.
Mhm.
Those two like back to back are really good.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, now we're on iPhone
Yes.
because we've had some visual difficulties
Yes, but if you're listening,
on whatever platform this is on.
yeah, it should be fine.
It should be fine. Hopefully I'm in frame. I am. I know that I am.
Okay. My number one album. Did you finish all your thoughts?
No.
But I could still say my number one album because
Yes.
my number one album is Something to Give Each Other
Yes.
by Troye Sivan. My favorites off that album are What's the Time Where You Are?
Oh, I forgot about that.
I love that one. In My Room.
Yes.
I like Silly.
Silly.
I think I'm gonna say those are my top three. Yeah. I love In My Room.
So good, and I think you can see Troy's. It's a moment for Troy as well
Yeah.
because Troy has always been around, and we've talked about this before. Me and Sky,
Yes.
like we've known like Troy's songs, we've known who Troy is, but this
Yeah.
is the year that we both like kind of became like obsessed with him.
Yes.
And every time that we're like we saw like a TikTok of him, like a video of him performing My with
Oh,
Taylor
yeah.
Swift at the
Yes.
Reputation tour. We're like, what? Like,
No, yeah.
that's crazy. And
I
he
played-
did the Casey Musgraves Christmas
Yes.
special with
yes.
glitterly. Glittery.
Glittery.
I've loved that song
Me
since
too.
it came out.
Yeah, me too. It's
It's
been
just
nice to
crazy.
see him like.
Dance to this with Ariana Grande. Sorry to cut you off.
Mm-hmm. No, that's okay. It's been nice to see him like become more of a pop star in
Yeah,
a way, kind
yes.
of. Like that's been cool.
I think the music videos are great.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is about it is just so good.
It's a really fun album to listen to.
Yeah.
What's your number one?
Also, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
When Brooke was here, the last time that she was here,
Mm-hmm.
me, Ava, and her were in the car together, and I think I was playing One of Your Girls, and she said, every time I come here, I can always tell what song you guys are obsessed with, because I've heard this song so many times that I've been here.
Really?
Like, that trip that she was there. I was like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
That song did take this apartment specifically
Yeah.
by storm. My roommates and I really were obsessed with that song and video.
Mm-hmm.
It probably plays at least like 3 times a week. The video.
Just the video.
Yeah. Okay, what's your number one?
My number one is Guts. That album is just, it's really good. And what I want to build off of what you said is that I think we talked about this when it first came out, but that album is just so honest in a way that I think people just aren't honest, if that makes sense.
No one's honest these days.
No one wants to be honest these days,
Yeah.
but it is. I remember specifically when Bad Idea Right came out,
We were like, no one's talking
we're like,
about this.
nobody's talking about this. I remember being like, this song is so real, like, can't two people reconnect? Like, why?
No, like that's like Lacey for me. Like, I heard it and I was like, I know what she's talking about, but I feel like no one's really talked about that before
Yeah, it's just like
in the way that she does.
some of the things that she's talked. I think it's like she talks a lot about like when you're in that stage of a breakup, I guess, when you like don't want to be with the person anymore, obviously, but you kind of want to like be with them, like you,
Yeah. The
like
back
in Bad
and
Idea,
forth.
right? Yeah, like, yeah, we broke up, but like, can't two people reconnect? Or like in Get 'Em Back, it's
But
like
if
what if, like,
yeah.
but then like Get Him Back also talks about that. I want to make him feel jealous, but I want to kiss his face with an uppercut. You know,
Right.
The
The juxtaposition.
the
between-
juxtaposition. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I was looking for the word.
Yeah.
And then Love is Embarrassing too. I feel like a
Mhm.
lot of girls that I've heard have that same experience where they're like, "Oh my gosh, I did all this for a guy. Like, why did I do that?" Like,
Yeah.
and also I like that compared to Sour, this is not so much about love and about a breakup,
That's true.
which I kind of appreciate more.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought about that.
Like Lacey is also an
Right.
honest song, like we've said.
Yes.
And then like The Grudge, we don't know what it's about. People speculate.
It could be.
It could be anything.
I mean, what's nice about that song, and maybe a lot of the songs on
Mhm.
Guts, is that you could mold it to a situation in your life.
Yeah.
And that could look different. Like what I'm thinking of that song with could be different than
Yes.
you.
Like it could be
It's not just like this is obviously a breakup and that's it.
because she doesn't like say anything about like
Romance.
romance.
Yeah.
Ballad of Homeschooled Girl. She talks about herself.
I love that song.
I always say that if that song came out when I was in high school, it would be over.
Mm-hmm.
What other songs? I was always thinking about it in comparison to Sour.
Mm-hmm.
Sour could be a better album, like sonically and
Lyrically. I
Lyrically?
think a little bit.
but for me personally, Guts will always be my favorite because I love the rock, grungy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that she doesn't care, and I love that it's more mature to me. Looking back on Sour, I'm like, okay, not that like I'm not like, oh my god.
In what ways?
Just the
The topics?
topics,
Like singing about more than.
more than just love,
Right.
being more. I don't know if introspective is the word.
Okay, yeah.
But like digging deep. Also forgot to
Sure.
mention "Pretty Isn't Pretty." That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
There's a line in it where she says like, and I try to ignore it, and but it's everything I see. It's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
poster on the wall. It's in the shitty magazine. It's in my phone. It's in my head. It's in the boys I bring to bed. Like
That's crazy.
that's real. That's like nobody. I feel like nobody talks about that, and that's
Yeah,
mature.
that's crazy.
Like she's owning up to. She's like, yeah. Like I don't know. Making the bed is very honest.
Yeah, Making the Bed is really good.
Really good.
What about Teenage Dream?
Teenage Dream is really good.
Yeah.
But I think that if we were to do, like some people like do like album comparisons and it's like track by track.
Oh, no.
Some people like, I don't know, maybe like on TikTok they'll be like
Yeah.
this or that.
Okay.
I think I might be more Hope You're Okay over Teenage Dream as like album
Okay.
closer.
Okay.
But Teenage Dream is really good.
I think I'm going to go Teenage Dream over Hope
Really?
You're Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I also listened to Hope You're Okay the other day
Okay. I haven't
for the
listened
first
to it
time in a while and I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
that was really good. But Teenage Dream is I think it's also a real thing that people experience.
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited to see her live.
Me too. What do you think will be her last song? Like her encore.
Honestly, maybe Get Him Back.
I'm
You think it's
thinking
gonna be Driver's License?
no, I think it's gonna be Vampire.
Oh yeah.
I think it's gonna be Get Him Back. She goes away.
Yes.
And then
And
she
comes
comes
back
back
for Vampire.
And it's Vampire.
Yeah. This is like a little off topic, but not really. It's still on the topic of Olivia Rodrigo. But Erin says that Deja Vu is one of her most underrated songs. What do you think about that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that it's overrated, but
You think it gets the hype it deserves?
I think it gets the hype it deserves.
Uh-huh.
I can maybe see what he's saying because sometimes when I think there are times where I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about
It's overlooked.
Deja Vu.
Yeah.
I think it's overlooked.
Yeah. It
I
should
don't
maybe
think
be
it's
looked at more.
underrated. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he think it's underrated?
He's just saying like that's just like such a good song. I feel like no one talks about it anymore.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Every time it comes on, I'm like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
this is a good song.
Yeah.
I want to do the track by track comparison for an album maybe next time.
Okay.
It could
Yeah.
be Olivia's.
Also, another Olivia Rodrigo song that I listened to recently that I haven't heard in a while is "Happier."
Ooh.
That's really good.
That's the thing about Sour for me is like, I will like play the songs in Sour and be like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
like, even that like Happier, that is such like a niche feeling to have
Mhm.
like in a breakup or whatever
Yeah.
that I've never heard anybody sing about.
I remember listening to Sour and being like, wow, this is crazy, the things that she's saying, like the way
Yeah.
that she was feeling, like you betrayed me.
Yeah, doe-eyed as you buried me. That one is always like, whoa, for me.
Favorite
Favorite
Crime
Crime.
is always crazy for me.
Yeah.
Anything else we
Guys,
want to say?
I don't know. This was fun.
Yeah.
We'll do this again.
Yeah. Should we tell them about the secret episode?
Sure.
We did a test episode literally
2 nights
days-
ago.
2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And we talked about our movies of the year
Mm-hmm.
because we were originally gonna do albums, movies, songs. Spotify Wrapped.
But
We're already at.
we were getting ahead of ourselves.
So, if you want to hear that, that doesn't have a video that goes along with it. We'd have to put that on like SoundCloud.
And we
something.
also we go on a few tangents that were
We do
a little fun.
A little fun tangents.
Yeah, it's a little raw.
Really?
I feel like we just were just like chatting, and there was a mic there. Like this, I'm like a little more like conscious of like, okay, this is
Okay, true,
going
true,
on the
true,
internet. Like
true.
I'm being recorded.
True. We were just. It was literally a conversation. Not to say that this isn't just a conversation between us, but
But this feels a little more professional.
yeah, because it's more organized.
Yeah.
That one was just like going off.
Just going off.
But yeah, hopefully you guys like this.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's not too long. If
Yeah.
you guys have, like I said before, if you have any suggestions for the pod name,
Mm-hmm.
give it to us. Put it in the comments. Put it. Any episode suggestions, topic suggestions.
Yeah.
I like this.
I like this too. We always like, I don't know. We're always chatting about who knows what, and sometimes I'm like, that was a good like
Mm-hmm.
conversation that could have been saved.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll do that.
Okay.
We'll keep this up,
Yeah.
guys, and have some guests.
Oh yeah, I really want to have guests too.
Yeah, I have a few in mind that I would love to have.
All right. Well.
Okay.
Bye. Wait, can we?
Goodbye.
Bye.